I just got done watching a movie. It's really good. It's called The Power of the Dog. It's 24 plus hours since Halo Infinite released. I worked most of those. Yeah, that's fair to say. Okay, I'm gonna finish this tonight though. It's 12:30. It is 12:10. My God, this month and this year is now just flown. I don't even know what to think of that. I made some good progress for once on is this where we left this? This is totally where we left this. It was so late the last time I quit. I almost didn't finish this tonight, but I felt like, you know, damn it, I really need to finish this tonight. My goal was to get to the computer by 10 p.m. It's 12:30. No, I knew I needed to finish this tonight. I made good progress on the Apex. I had to go grab my controller. Apex video today on the capstone. I was happy about that. And all we're worried about is Legacy. I got a list of some little things I knew that we were going to do. We got the Forever base going. Oh, all except for one thing. And I know we did the Easter egg. I remember us doing that. We were going to go make an ammo outpost up here in case we wanted to loot. I don't know that we will loot. I mean, I am just going to do the Legacy missions. I better adjust our mage well. I gotta say, did they maybe do a hotfix? Because this looks a little bit better. I doubt they did, because I'm pretty sure Undead Labs is gone for holiday break. But it does look slightly better. Now, that might be a mission already. Have to adjust our screen. I might, if I still have energy, start the next State of Decay playthrough tonight. Which from there is likely... Oh. This is definitely a Legacy mission.
Looks like trouble's back for another round.
We have to make sure our allies remain loyal. They could be tempted to side with these bandits.
I have a plan, but it may require some hard choices.
Is this... I'm wondering then. Do they make you, when you're doing the Sheriff Legacy, get a bunch of enclaves to be friendly with you? This might be a one and done for the episode, which would justify my nearly not doing this and then thankfully doing it. I watched a movie called The Power of the Dog. It's a Western on Netflix, made in 2019. Loved it. Great movie. It was, the only weird thing about it was Benedict Cumbersnatch, or whatever his last name is, looks so undeniably English. You know, it's been a little while, so even the looks are different a little bit between the American and the English and stuff. But after a while, you buy into it. It's almost a comedy in some areas. It's really not a comedy. It's actually a super dark film. But some of the like euphemisms they use to tell the story, and I don't want to spoil in case you haven't seen it, but it's almost like a comedy. I mean, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I just won't spoil the whole man, it's so difficult because there's like... What the heck happened? Why did so many people suddenly back out?
Take it easy then.
Remember, as long as you back my play, we'll get through this. We're all in this together. Need to be ready.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Right, we're gonna talk like a warlord because it makes no difference whatsoever. Jerry! It's tough to talk about because it's constructed so well and there's so many different parts to it to talk about just to do it justice that still don't spoil the real story. Other than, yeah, you should totally, if you haven't watched it, if you have Netflix, watch it, because I'm gonna go, this seems stupid, but I'm gonna go do that outpost because I said I would, and I think that checks off the forever base idea. Plus she needs to get some heals in and drop some shit off, which I can actually do here. But I'm still gonna go do the outpost because reasons. This is the whole forever base thing, that's why. I said we would, and so we shall. I also don't have any ammo or anything right now, so. Yeah. Though they would, I believe we would be warned if this was the legacy mission. And before the legacy mission goes, I need to put the Bastard of Bella Wood on. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put that on her right now. Might as well repair the vehicle. We need what, 45 cal rounds? Pretty sure. No, 9mm. It's a great flick. I was really impressed by the writing. The acting's great. It's got the guy from Friday Night Lights in it. He's been in a bunch of movies now. He does well in it. The movie is a masterclass. Where's the Bastard of Bella Wood? That's what we want. Where is it? Where is it? I was so pumped to get it. Don't tell me it's still on one of our heroes. It must be still on somebody. Not that thing either. Where's the Bastard of Bella Wood? I believe that either Kimberly or Melanoma, whatever her name is, has the sword.
I love this place. Feels like home.
It does feel like home, doesn't it, Hogan? It won't be making the cut to the next round. I did that for good luck. She needed to toughen her legs up. Parkour, parkour! Do we do primary care? I think we do. We got the meds. Cook a little food. Plant a little seeds. Boost the whatever the yield. Do another primary care. Okay. Med kit. I'm looking for the Bastard of Bella Wood. I want it to go ahead and be on Grace. She doesn't even need anything else. She's doing just fine now. Everybody else is out back. I know this seems silly because I just wanted to finish this, but I do need the Bastard of Bella Wood. Hook, you don't got it. I know that much.
Listeners, this is Lily.
Oh, what's going on?
Afraid we have no news to share about our missing friend Twain.
Oh,
Like you,
just generic stuff.
that he's out there.
We find out that Twain makes it. I'm nearly positive.
Do you think there's any chance he's all right? Always glad to see you.
She's already decked out for the end. Had no idea.
We'd make that work.
Gwendolyn, I think you have it. You don't have it. Okay. Where the hell are they then? Because they were not upstairs. They're not downstairs. They can't be under it. They're not around it. They gotta be over it. There's nowhere else to go. What the hell? I still think you need to be able to put locks on these doors, for God's sake. Put locks on all the doors, one material per day. It takes a juggernaut or a feral to bust through it. That's my opinion on that. I'm still trying to get over the movie, I'll admit it was that good. That's part of the reason I'm on here late, I'll admit that too. It wasn't just like, oh yeah. I gotta start the Halo Infinite campaign sooner than later, but it's a 7-day week this week. Where are they? I can't just switch because that'll stop our mission progress. They aren't anywhere. Whatever. Let's go. Wasting time here.
What's going on, hun?
Oz, do you have it? You don't got shit, Oz.
So nice to see you.
I put these on me so that I could at least give whoever I was going to steal the sword from something to shoot with. Or swing. Oh boy. Chicken one day and feathers the next, I'll tell you what. The Lone Wolf playthrough, and then we're going to give, as far as probably the last bit of State of Decay content. And then we will be, not the last, but the last for a while. Then I'm going to start the Halo Infinite campaign off stream. It's still going to be like this until further notice, where it's like a couple hours every time I get a chance, in the before work, after work. But yeah, I need to be back because it's fucking with me. It's messing with my head, man. I just know I'd feel a whole lot better. I'm gonna go do it because it's right here, and I know it's not the end, or they would have given us the warning message. But hopefully it ends in an hour. Probably can. I mean, and I still wonder if we hadn't have had friendly enclaves, if the mission would have spawned this early. This one might only be 3. I think they're usually 4 parts. I've done this. The 4 times required for standard, for nightmare, for lethal. So what, 12 times at least? At least. And we count on you to back us up. I'm here to remind you of your commitments. I expect you to back us up against them.
Bear crap in the woods?
Hell yeah, good man. I like your hobo trash barrel too.
Our neighbors may already be in touch with the gang. You should find out.
I don't think I've heard this dubstep song before. Yup. I can't fully agree with your choice of bass though. I don't know why I keep thinking this gun takes 45 cal rounds, because it obviously doesn't take 45 cal rounds. My back, though, is messed up for some reason. It might have something to do with all the manual labor here lately, but good God, it's not usually tight. I'm only 30. According to my brother, that's middle age, so maybe that's the problem. But when you gotta pop an Advil and a Tylenol in one go, just which I know for some people is like weak shit, but I don't normally pop them. Just to like walk around a little bit. Something's probably not right. I'm just disappointed I can't talk about that Power of the Dog movie. But it would just ruin it. Like, there's just so many twists and turns in it that to even talk about like the middle of it spoils 5 different twists that you don't see coming. It's just, everything about that movie is subverting expectations, and it does it really well. And like, this is the thing. Right now we got that whole Santa Incorporated controversy because, you know, I guess it's woke, but I think it's also just bad. Like, Power of the Dog is actually woke, if you want to consider it that, but it's not woke because it does it in such a classy, artful, entertaining way. The way it tells its story touches on some sensitive topics in a lot of ways, but yet it doesn't do it in this preachy, overt way. And that's just the secret. You can tell whatever story or message you want. You just can't be preachy or overt about it. Have people come onto it in their own way through the power of the storytelling. We're gonna have to kill somebody, aren't we? I mean, they're literally called the Psychos. Which makes me think that we need our 50 cal. Oh, we don't have it. I was underprepared for this, I think. I think I'm going to try a burst, even though I'm not very heavily equipped. Don't be stupid. You can't stop the bad Samaritans. You smell like us, you'll start taking orders from them. Okay, I think burst fire is actually a mistake. We gotta remember we're on nightmares, so these guys can completely, or lethal rather. These guys can mess us up, especially since I didn't bring a 50 cal. The recent success with hostile NPCs has been completely a result of starting to treat them like they're juggernauts. That just doesn't even make sense. Oh man, I am so glad we took primary care, because he shot us. Shot us hard, which means a headshot, and we didn't go down. That's how much health she's packing right now. I'm glad the zombies are actually attacking them, though. See, because the issue is the bigger... When did this happen that bigger caliber bullets don't pop their heads? That's another reason we've had to start doing this, because it was still just shoot them in the head and they die. But now it's like 5 or 6 shots to make that happen.
There's a screamer. I can't keep this up.
Fuck. This is leaving the mission area. Really, we gotta fight these people who can shoot us and kill us with one shot in this tiny ass area.
Someone keep a scope on me, okay?
I got this one.
Oh, that's some shit right there, huh? This is a hell of a thing just to come right into.
I'm not at my best. I'll take any medical kit you got.
I'm gonna try to run them through the house and hope for the best. Okay, we definitely got one of them. I will not mind them being ripped up by ferals. I mean, they're making all the noise.
Slow down.
That feral's near. Look at that. There's still 2 left. Oh, I just gave him a huge break. All those things are gonna die. What kind of rifle did she have? Oh, shit. Frag grenade, though. Oh, there we go. Wait, there's still a guy back here? Oh. He got turned.
To be done. The good news is other
Why is Hogan calling that shit out? He's in Red Talon.
Now we just have to wait for our enemies to make their next move. Aim for its head.
Why, people tell me that we have a town that doesn't seem to appreciate us. Well, that sort of behavior simply cannot be tolerated.
That didn't go very smoothly, I'll admit, but hey, we walked right into some shit. So I think the next mission is it. So hey, let's go finish that whole forever base idea. What else is going on? Yeah, I'm gonna start the Halo Infinite run. I think that we're looking pretty good here on finishing this tonight. Gonna start the fine, I'll say it. Snatch is gay. He's gay in the movie, okay? But that's just like the smallest part of it. But I'll just come right out and say it. It doesn't really spoil very much. I hope not anyway. I hope it didn't just ruin the movie for somebody. Who am I kidding? Who listens to this shit?
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, we'll finish this, and then we will start the Lone Wolf playthrough, and I'm going to start the Halo playthrough off the stream.
I hope nothing.
And I'll go from there. I don't know that I get back to streaming this year. Doesn't look very good, I can tell you that much. Who's in here? Oh. Big boy.
Seems all settled now.
There was still so much to loot in Marshall. I was like, something might be here. Was that the sound of this wearing out? Probably switching over once when it hurt, especially so we can find the Bastard of Bella Wood. Let's get up here. Let's make this. I think I can do this in one go because of where we're at in the playthrough. Let's go get this outpost made, and then we'll take Grace home, try to rest her what little we can, switch till we find the Bastard of Bella Wood, put that on Grace, decide on what characters we're going to be taking with us, which I can already tell you. Get that done right now. It's Oz, it's Grace, it's Hook, and Whiskey. They're coming along. I've made the room for them. They're going to be a part of the party. Everyone else is bye-bye. I don't really know how much I need to load everybody's pockets up. I have quite a bit of prestige, so I used to always pack up the red talent stuff, but anymore, I don't even worry about that. The more important stuff is typically anymore the bounty broker items, because they are temporary. A lot of driving. So we'll get those guys all set up. We'll load them up with what we can load them up with. And my A button's starting to go bad. My bearded dragon Gilbert went into brumation today, and we're super worried about it. That's another thing that's been going on. It's not the brumation that's scary, because we know that that's natural. They don't all go through it. I had a bearded dragon for 10 years, and he never went through it. He died. But he lived 10 years, which is pretty darn good. And God, just thinking about him hurts my heart, though. Hurts my heart. That poor little guy. I didn't know shit, man. I didn't know shit on how to keep them. I only knew what the pet store had told me, and they told me to like have a light on at night, and that they didn't need UVB. You just needed a fluorescent bulb and a heat rock and calci sand and all this bullshit advice that maybe they didn't even know any better. They probably didn't, but I know I didn't know any better. So I don't know that it was a fun life for him. I don't think he had metabolic bone disease, and I would take him outside and stuff quite often, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. He could have lived longer. I got him in elementary school. What was I? 4th grade, probably. God, maybe even earlier than that. I don't know. But he died my sophomore year of high school, I think. So I had him for a while. And yeah, he never went into brumation. That's the point of the story. Ever. But a lot of that is probably because he lived in my room. We used to live in basically an apartment. It was a super, super tiny little house. It was by itself, but 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom, but tiny bedrooms. And I'm talking, I don't know, maybe 10 foot by 6 foot, maybe.
Let the fate of these people be on your head, Sheriff.
Already another one?
I've heard enough.
These legacy missions are queuing kind of fast.
Be with you lickety split.
Are they forcing us to legacy right now? Because that wouldn't be good, because we definitely didn't get the Bastard of Bella Wood.
Outpost is good to
So, in other words, he never really got much access to the sun, and I think that's the biggest reason why he never brumated. Plus, his diet was shit, but again, it wasn't on purpose. We gave him crickets when we could give him crickets. A lot of the time, we couldn't afford it. He lived on calci sand. I had no idea that calci sand could cause obstruction. He never got obstructed. because I fed him lettuce. That's what we could afford. We always got him a head of freaking lettuce. And there's like no nutritional content in lettuce. I didn't know that. I was a kid. But he loved that shit. He would always go after it. So in other words, he was probably fucking starved, the poor guy. I had no idea. None. And they buy bearded dragons for kids all the time. And the problem is they're way more sensitive than what many people actually realize. They're tough. I mean, they're from the outback. And they do make great pets, I'll be honest. I like reptiles quite a bit. I used to love reptiles and amphibians. There's this part of me that I've repressed that has always liked cats. I've liked their personality, but I've made myself hate cats. I don't hate them. I still like cats, but my family doesn't like cats, generally speaking, so I made myself try to not like cats because I figure there must be something about them, or you know, you want to fit in or whatever. So now I'm like getting on therapy hour again. I gotta stop taking that GABA shit. It makes me seriously emotional. I watched Fight Club yesterday and apparently have ADHD, but there's parts of that movie that have aged well and other parts that haven't, but it was still like oddly touching in the end. And I was like, I've never felt this way before about this movie. What the hell's going on? It's this GABA shit I bought at Kroger. That's why it's got me sitting here with a tear in my beer over Billy the bearded dragon. But you do feel like, or at least I do, feel like shit when you get another pet later in your life of the same type, and you realize, wow, I was a stupid kid. I had no idea what the hell I was doing as far as how to take care of that animal. I could have done a lot better job. That animal should have had a much better life. I guess unless you're like a psychopath or something, you don't give a shit about animals, but I know I do. Sorry about that. And yeah, I feel bad about Billy, but I have to get over it because, you know, it is what it is. He still managed to make it 10 years, though. So they are tough. Don't get me wrong. They live in the freaking outback of Australia. Like, these guys know how to fight. But why is it? Are they at least helping? Oh my god. That was a dive tackle that made no physical sense because I was on the Pharaoh's left and he made a total twist. Here's the problem. We have humans in here. Why is everyone not fighting these people? What's wrong with you? I'll tell you what, with not having aim assist on and this shit not snapping too is starting to piss me off as well. He was on that backside. I saw it. What the hell? Who's left? Dude, she's beating their ass.
You think you're getting up?
Oh god. We're in a bad place. We failed this? Dinner, theater, morale, and food. Wow, that was actually a great bonus. I just kind of I don't remember this, actually. I don't remember any of this. And I definitely don't remember having to fight this many people in lethal. He just got burrowed into on fully automatic.
Stay out of that cloud.
Now that should have killed his ass, but of course it didn't. And what happened there? The stop sign? Where's he at? Did he run back to home camp? Okay, we gotta throw a 50 cal in the bag. This is gonna be a long episode because I want to one and done it. So Gilbert went into brumation, and I think it's because, one, we put him right in front of a big picture window so he gets to see the sun all the time. And he just decided yesterday, he just like was digging at his rock and acting kind of funny and looking at me and looking at his rock and digging at his rock and looking at me. I thought, he's acting weird. Normally he's either like settling in to go to sleep or once out or is watching TV. I know it's a hard life for a lizard. And I don't even know what these guys are up to anymore, to be honest with you. That's an awful lot of headshots. Up the fence, down. Are they training for the Olympics? If they're gonna do the high jump? Finally. For this being largely considered the best sidearm, I'm not sure I'm following, because a caliber bullet is not getting the job done. So today he wakes up and immediately finds his way into his hide. He has this little plastic hide he's had since we first got him. Starts scratching like crazy. Dig, 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 burrow, burrow, burrow. Just for like an hour. I keep watching him and thinking about it, and I know they burrow. In nature, they burrow and stuff. To hunt, to find bugs, to forage, but also to brumate, to hide and go to sleep for a while. So I have a theory, because he's definitely in brumation, and what we're worried about, and I'll tell you the theory after, is he hasn't taken a BM in 3 weeks. So he definitely is either constipated. I know, we know all about his diet. We've studied the hell out of it. He's probably ate a little more super bugs than he should have. But the food and the poop will basically just rot in his stomach, because he could brumate for months, I guess. And he was never the most active lizard in the world, I guess. During the spring and summer a little bit, but... Whereas Billy probably was. I just never even fucking noticed. Let's not get on that, or I'm gonna start crying as we go. Let's switch Grace out and find the bastard of Bellawood, and I have no idea what happens now. I didn't think that would just be like a you failed. Game over, yeah. Look at all those bloaters trying to punish us for turning around. So he's gone into brumation, but he hasn't pooped. And he went into his rock. And I decided, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, okay, he's brumating. And I go to look at him, he's just slowly breathing, like so very, very slowly. It's already spawned again.
These assholes are mine. Hold tight. Headed your way.
So, and he looks fine. His color's good. He's otherwise been healthy and strong. He's strong in my hand. He's got physical strength. So I know he's not doing bad. I'm grabbing a 50 cal.
Did y'all keep out of trouble?
I'm messing around here, man. I prefer the whatever the blast rifle. That's what it's called, the blast rifle. To me, that's the gun for this job. A heavy sniper works too. I'm cool with that. Still mostly want the bastard of Bellawood. I wish I would have bought 2 of those shotguns. I know that much. This thing's not hitting hard enough as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Speaking of assumptions, look at this. Look at this.
My family is happy, then I'm happy.
Oz, where are your buddies? And why is this supposed to make like 8 beds? Just one hay bale. Where is everybody? Can she please get the bastard to Bella Wood? We have some coffee for this woman, since the game does not want her to rest. Everyone's in this back area. Is this the bunks? You should be able to convert some of the meds. Holy shit, that sounds terrible. If you're hearing my headphones right now, you ought to hear it. It's bad, yo.
So nice to see you.
Where's the bastard of Bella Wood?
Hello there.
Dude, someone's out there getting messed up. She have it? Look at this. This isn't even a siege. This is that horde from out in the field. I don't think they can actually climb the fence, though. That one little area. That makes this such a good base. Also makes me think, wow, the Haven device was actually super worth it. Dude, what is going on here? Holy shit. I only got 12 minutes to get over to him now. It's not her. I could have swore it was the girl we were leveling up. But we already talked to her. And it's weird that we wouldn't switch that over. Considering how excited I was and how rare it is.
What's going on, hon?
That was like a legit siege in the middle of nowhere, out of nowhere. So everyone tells you, hey, don't wake, everyone's just right back to bed. They don't give a fuck. You've been in this world long enough to know. Well, where is she? Because it's showing 3 people on the radar. I'm going to have to go or we're going to fail this thing again. Well. Alright, one last look, then I really have to go. Dude, she's nowhere. There's no third person here. It must be on the new girl, though, of course. So, everyone tells you don't wake him up, or wake any, like, it's the whole leave lying dogs lie thing, because basically you can shock them. It's a really stressful time, apparently, in their lives. And because they feel defenseless and afraid.
Can't go catching this damn zombie plague thing.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're basically sick. In fact, I'm gonna put some scent blocker on you too, to help with those ferals. So we don't want to wake him up. The trouble is, we feel we need to wake him up because they also tell you if he hasn't pooped, or your dragon, she hasn't pooped, then you need to get him cleaned out before they start brumation, because it's all just gonna sit there and it'll rot because their digestive system effectively just stops. They go into all but hibernation. Hibernation, like, actually is full stop. Brumation is different because it's one is the timeline is variable. Some bearded dragons, they sleep for 2 weeks, they get up, they're active, they eat, they go back to sleep. Other bearded dragons, so said this one YouTuber, brumation can last up to 9 months. Which is, that's crazy. And he's not old enough or fat enough to go a year like that. That would just be, I think, out of control. I'm pretty surprised he decided to do it. I had heard that it was a pretty rare thing in captivity for bearded dragons to do this. And we have his lights on a super steady rhythm. Literally, it's on an automatic timer. I have a smart outlet, and it goes 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. He gets UVB, and he gets heat. Like shit that poor Billy couldn't have even imagined. And see, we've got plans. We're thinking about actually breeding this time. We've got huge insect colonies. Like, this has become a whole thing. Like, on top of everything else that's been going on this summer, I don't want these guys to die.
Calling in everyone.
I remember these guys.
They're on the way.
We have a few zombies coming toward base. Nothing we can't handle, though.
Fire in the hole!
Jesus, that affected us more than anybody.
Glad we're all okay. Dumbass.
Sheriff, please refrain from self-congratulation. We are most
I don't think they lost a person that time. It's too bad about the food, though, because that was real nice. I had more connection with these people because we've done some of their missions, but yeah. Speaking of, let's go see if we accomplish that whole forever base thing. I'm pretty sure we did. Plus material, plus ammo, plus meds, plus food. Oh yeah, we're doing just fine. We did it. There's the forever base goal. Now I can actually check that off and feel honest about it. Loot the map. Stealth kill a jug. We never did that. Forever base. Loot the map. I just said that, I know, but upgrade all outposts. We only have 1200 influence. What the hell? But I'll spend it on this. Kind of thought we'd have more than that. Jonah, how you doing? Oh, here. We didn't even get our influence for this. It must be close to 10 if they send out guys to shake us down. What do we do next, Sheriff?
But not far enough.
You get ready.
Convince them to keep moving.
Gonna be a war. War is coming. Good to see you. Come in. Come in, traveler. By the 9 divine, stay on the road. It's the Daedra, you see. Oh, we still have scent blocker. Let's go. Kill this. Could have issued the stuck command, but it's the sissy way out. Speaking of sissies, oh, I can't talk about it. It would ruin too much of the film. Okay, now. Gilbert, let's talk about Gilbert. 45 minutes into the last episode, going long here. A one and done. I guess I probably should stop.